Who are you? Beer drink shorty here. I'm gonna stay away from all those bullshit catchphrases. Oh, we're gonna keep this one a blah 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 blah. Shut up, nigga. Shout out to the underground. Shout out to Bloodstained Lane. I know a lot of motherfuckers in the underground do not feel what I do, but there's a lot of people actually turning over and giving a nigga a chance. Shout out to y'all. It very much appreciated. This is my UFC on Fuel. Gegard Mousasi versus Ilir Latifi prediction vlog. We have Akira Khorasani, which was on the Ultimate Fighter show. Real dickhead, real asshole, real tough guy. And he is fighting Robbie Peralta. As far as experience, they have pretty much the same amount of experience. However, I'm going to give this fight to Akira Khorasani just for the fact of, I think he has more brute strength. I think he's more of a brawler. He's going to have more of the killer instinct in the fight. And then I think if he gets him hurt, that he'll jump on him and try to fucking destroy him, get it done. Don't really care about that fight. This next fight I am somewhat excited about. Diego Brandao taking on Pablo Garza. I have Brandao winning this fight. On the show, you all remember that he was a crazy son of a bitch, pretty much. I didn't see a lot of his ground game and jiu-jitsu, but he was a really explosive fighter with TKO power at that weight class. I believe it's maybe a 135. I'm giving him the slight edge, or not even a slight edge. I'm giving him the killer fucking instinct edge in this fight, and I think that truthfully he's gonna not outpoint him. I think he's just gonna come in there and bull rush him. I think he's gonna just try to pretty much end it as fast as possible, because that's what kind of fighter that Diego Brandao is. No disrespect to Pablo Garza, great fighter as well, but I got Diego Brandao winning that fight. Next fight we have Brad Pickett at 23-7 versus Mike Easton 13-2. If y'all remember Mike Easton's debut into the UFC, he won pretty impressive fashion. Even Dana White was impressed by it. And I'm thinking that Mike Easton is going in for the kill. I think I'm looking at maybe a clinch, a slam takedown, like a crazy, like pretty much, because the guy is fucking power on power. He is power amongst power. He's like a small Rampage Jackson in his prime. What? I'm not gonna put him up there with Rampage Jackson in his prime, but he's that exact type of fighter. I'm thinking that he's gonna pretty much just try to close the distance, get a fucking impressive takedown, and just pretty much finish the guy. Brad Pickett. Phil DeFries versus Matt Mitrione. I don't know of any MMA fan that was an actual fan of Matt Mitrione during his season of The Ultimate Fighter. But one thing that you cannot deny Matt Mitrione, ever since that show, he has done nothing but grow. Even his stand-up was shit. His stand-up from being on the show and being pretty much just a football player jumping into MMA, his stand-up is not out of this world or anything, but he has exceptional stand-up, especially for doing it that small amount of time. This motherfucker pretty much, like, from what I see, is like a sponge. And he even has the killer instinct to finish fights. He has knockout power. He's shown that. And Matt Mitrione, pretty much, he's somewhat of a sleeper, I'm thinking, in the heavyweight division. He's young in the game. He can only get better. And Matt Mitrione is one to look out for. I got Matt Mitrione by possibly a knockout. I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about at all. We have Ryan Couture versus Ross Pearson. I believe Ross Pearson, he's back up at 155. I thought sure Ross Pearson went down. That's Dennis Seaver. Yeah, that's Dennis Seaver I'm talking about. Who am I? Oh my. Ross Pearson versus Ryan Couture. This fight right here is pretty much going to be a matchup of styles. We have Ross Pearson, which is a come forward brawler / kickboxer. He's pinpoint, but at the same time, he has good technique and stand-up striking with kicks and punches. But if you draw him in, he will fucking brawl with you. However, will Ryan Couture do that? I don't think so. I think he's going to come in, Ryan Couture, to press him against the cage, pretty much just like his dad, do some dirty boxing on him, close the distance on Ross Pearson, land little short shots, get the takedown, and try to pound him out. Or truthfully, this will be one that I could see Ryan Couture actually not even going for the finish and just pretty much grinding him out. Like, clinching him against the cage, hitting him with short shots for 2 rounds, and then the 3rd round getting the takedown, holding him down, and grinding him out that way. I give this fight to not Ryan Couture, though. I give it to Ross Pearson. I think Ross Pearson will catch him, even with a crazy flying knee or some shit. Oh, God. What is wrong with this guy? Maybe around that 3rd round when Ryan Couture does try to drop levels and get the takedown. Motherfucker. Tank Smith, motherfucker. Beer drink, shorty. Oh, we got another one. We got another one on deck. Next fight up, we have Gegard Mousasi versus Ilir the Sledgehammer Latifi. In this fight, man, Gegard Mousasi pretty much has a lot to lose because for what it is, Gegard Mousasi was planning to fight Alexander Gustafsson. He's been training for Alexander Gustafsson. All of a sudden, Alexander Gustafsson gets hurt, has to pull out of the fight. And who they give him? Ilir Latifi, a guy that trains with Alexander Gustafsson, pretty much a training partner of Alexander Gustafsson. So pretty much he's gonna have the like he's not jumping in. He's not jumping in with no idea of what to expect from Gegard Mousasi on short notice because he's one of his training partners. That right there in itself, it's a win-win situation for Ilir Latifi, pretty much. Do I think Ilir Latifi is going to win this fight? I don't think so. I'm a huge Gegard Mousasi fan. I've been a fan of Gegard Mousasi for years and years. However, like I said, man, it's a win-win for Ilir Latifi. I got Gegard Mousasi winning this fight in stand-up. He's gonna have. I think he should keep it standing up. Jeepers creepers. Because Ilir Latifi is he's a beefier dude, man. Like pretty much like the guy at 205 looks like he could be at fucking heavyweight. You know, like he's stocky. He's a big fucker. Gegard Mousasi, I think he needs to keep it standing up, out pinpoint strike him, like fucking pretty much not get into a brawl with him. Wait for him to come in and fucking catch him with the more precise straights and in the fight in that manner. However, one thing that I will say that I do like about them giving this guy a shot in the UFC, it's martial arts. So in a way, why not put your next best guy from the gym, from your dojo, you know what I'm saying, your next best up, have him fight in your honor. Clean up. What? Damn. A pinch hitter, nigga. A pinch hitter. Damn. George St. Pierre isn't a fucking pitcher, though. But like I said, I think that's a very noble thing in having somebody from his gym step up to fight him rather than either the fight not happening and getting postponed or just them having to pretty much pick a bullshit fight. Just pull up somebody from a whole different camp that hasn't been preparing for him and then just have him fucking slaughter him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I got Gegard Mousasi winning this fight, but you cannot sleep on Ilir Latifi because, like I said, man, the ball is in his court. He's been training for Gegard Mousasi and preparing Alexander Gustafsson, grabs the fucking torch, shoots it to him, or I'll even say the baton because that's what we're doing. We're marijuana. Nigga, what? What? Oh, pass the baton to this nigga. All he gotta do is grab the baton, and fucking run. Just get the fuck on. If he gets past Gegard Mousasi, it's pretty much like he catapults himself to fucking superstardom somewhat and pretty much makes himself as a no-name to a lot of people into somewhat of a mainstream. Everyone in MMA, as far as fans, are talking about him and they'll probably, oh, he's gonna be the next champion. Nigga, please. Who might you be? Oh my jeez. Has he ever seen a television screen with a fight on it before?